everyone, I'm here today with another wrap up for you. I am flying through books recently, so I need to discuss with you books 31 to 35 that I have read. So book 31 was Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard, and this is the second book in the Red Queen series. I'm not entirely sure how many books this series is going to have in it, and I can safely say that I probably won't be reading any more books from this series. I gave this book 1 star. I received it from NetGalley in return for an honest review, and here is a sign of just how honest I can be. I absolutely hated this book. I thought it was vile. I don't get where all the hype is coming from it. I thought it was absolutely terrible. I had to force myself to sit and finish it, of which I did that because there was no other reason than I don't like not finishing books. And quite frankly, I'm at the point where I'm struggling to even talk about this book. I don't know how I'm going to do a separate review video for it at any point because I just hate it that much. I hate it. Maybe check my link down below if you want to read the review for it. So book 32 that I finished was a graphic novel, and this was called Black Magic Volume 1 by Greg Rucka. And I also got this one from NetGalley in return for an honest review, and this one I liked a little more than the last book. I gave this one 3 stars, and this one follows a woman named Rowan Black, who by day is a police detective, but by night she also harbours a deep dark secret, and she is actually a witch. Now a few weird things go on in this one, which is why I couldn't really give it any higher than 3 stars, but I liked it enough. I thought it was a good start, and I'm interested to see where it goes. Again, if you want to see a more in-depth review, I will leave a link to my written review down below, and I will also be filming a video review at some point in the future. Then the next book I read was another Victoria Aveyard book. I know, I thought I'd give her another chance. I'd got this novella, which again, I got from the publisher via NetGalley in return for an honest review. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have read Glass Sword before requesting this, but because I'd requested it, I thought I really should read and review it. It's only a novella. How difficult can it be to read 150 pages more of Victoria Aveyard's writing? And the answer is, to an extent, not that much harder. I really enjoyed the first novella in this book, Queen Song, as you get a lot of background information about Cal's mum, and just like how amazing a person she was and all the history behind her and what happened to her essentially, and it explains a lot. I wouldn't read this book before reading Red Queen, despite the fact that it is a prequel. I would read Red Queen, then read this, then read Glass Sword is the order I'd go for. Or you could go the other way as well. You could go the order I did go, which was Red Queen, Glass Sword, and then this one. But quite frankly, you might read Glass Sword and then never want to read anything else by her, so I'd pick this novella up first because it's really actually not bad. I gave Queen Song 3 stars. But then the second book in there just ruined it all for me. That one was called Steel Scars, and that one focuses more on the rebellion, and I just found it really dull. I literally just couldn't have given a monkeys about it. I felt no better for reading after it. I hated it again. I gave that one 1 star, so I averaged out the whole novella to 2 stars, which, yeah, better than Glass Sword's review. So then I picked up an audiobook. I decided to try The Long Earth by Terry Pratchett and Stephen Baxter. And I've never read a Terry Pratchett book, and one of my friends absolutely raves about this book, so I thought I'd give it a go. And this book has a really interesting premise because essentially there is another world like our world that runs in a parallel universe to ours, and it literally just stretches on and on and on, and the further you go the more dangerous it becomes, and that is essentially all you need to know for this purpose of this short review. And it just let me down a bit. I feel like not an awful lot happened, and I didn't particularly enjoy the audiobook narrator, so I might continue on with the series and see how I get on reading a physical copy of it rather than listening to the audiobook. But either way, I gave this one 2 stars. I'm going to continue on with the series though, at least give one more book a go. Then I read Paper Girls Volume 1, and this one is by Brian K. Vaughan, and that of course is the author of Saga, so I was so excited to pick this book up. I managed to get hold of an advanced reader copy from the publisher via NetGalley in return for an honest review, and I was so excited to see this on there. So unbelievably excited. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am. The excitement. And I gave this book 5 stars. I actually enjoyed it more than Saga, maybe because Saga's a little bit more out there and weird. Well, no, this is pretty weird too, but not in the same way that Saga is. This is totally different and absolutely phenomenal read. The art is fantastic. I don't want to go into it too much because again I will be filming a separate review video for this, and I struggle to find much to say about graphic novels as it is, so I don't want to have already said it all in this little review, but it is fantastic. And to briefly give you a brief synopsis, this book covers girls with paper rounds and time travelling. And that is all the books I want to talk about in this wrap up. I will have another wrap up on the way very soon too, because like I said, I've been reading like an insane animal. Animals don't read. That was a bad example. I've been reading a lot though. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this wrap up, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more book reviews from me, more wrap ups, more book hauls, more book tags. I upload videos every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. Comment down below if you've got anything to say about any of these books, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!